welcome back to my channel. All right, before we get started on today's topic, I want to remind you all to please go to my website at letstalkdarling.com, scroll on up to the top and connect with me on all my social media platforms so that we do not lose touch with each other, and then scroll on back down so that you can provide me with your email address and I can stay in contact with you just in case I get taken off social media, because you know that's a real reality these days. Anyways, let's get into today's topic. I am super passionate about talking about this today with you. And what we're going to talk about is this latest issue of Cosmopolitan magazine. For those of you who don't know, they came out with a cover, okay? It was like two different covers, and it was two overweight women on the cover with the caption, "This is healthy." Now, I don't have a problem with a big girl being on a cover of a magazine, not whatsoever, okay? But what I do have a problem with is them putting the caption of "This is healthy," and I'm going to tell you why. I have a personal story here. I speak from experience, and I want to share that with you guys before we get into my thoughts about this particular cover. Now, for those of you guys who have been following me from the very, very beginning, I actually started my channel with my weight loss journey. About 8 years ago, I had gastric bypass because I weighed 409 pounds, okay? That was the weight that I was when I actually went into surgery. Now, throughout the years, I probably fluctuated up and down quite a bit because I was always on diets or I was pregnant. So, you know, my weight, like any woman's weight, goes up and down. However, when I started to get, you know, past 300 pounds, mind you, I am 5'6", so I'm not like super, super tall, but I'm not super, super short. So, you know, how people carry weight always varies. And to tell you the honest truth, I never really saw myself, grotesquely obese, if that makes sense. Okay. But I was by definition, I was obese. I was morbidly obese, and I was extremely unhealthy. The turning point for me was after I had my, second pregnancy. I went to a doctor, and I don't remember why I went to the doctor. I think I was maybe sick with something, and the doctor looked at me and said, "Why are you so fat?" Now, then when I heard it, I was like appalled that he would say that to me. Most people would be, especially in the United States of America. However, the doctor that I was seeing was a doctor that was not originally from the United States. He was actually from South America. And me being Latina, and I have family from South America, I know that they can be very, very blunt. And I really, truly believe now, looking back, this doctor was sent to me as an angel to tell me the truth that I so desperately needed to hear. Because all my life, you know, even when I wasn't morbidly obese, but all my life, I always heard, "Oh my gosh, you're such a pretty girl. You have such a pretty face. And you know, love yourself, and oh my gosh, your curves." And so I grew up thinking like, this is normal, or you're big boned, or, you know, I had other people in my family who were bigger. So to me, I was like, okay, this is normal. I can like ration this away. But this particular doctor said to me, "Why are you so fat?" And I simply responded, after my eyes welled up with tears, "I don't know." I don't know why that was the first thing I said, but it was. When in reality, I knew why I was that big. It was because I didn't exercise. I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. And I just lived a very bad lifestyle. Well, the truth of the matter is, after running some tests, it turned out that I had high blood pressure. I had fat on my liver. I had, the signs of like pre-diabetes, was having some like kind of heart palpitations. My knees were bad. Like, it was terrible, you guys. I would go to restaurants, and like if the chair had arms on it, I couldn't fit. I couldn't go to sporting events because I wouldn't be able to like fit in the chair. I could hardly travel because I would just be like super uncomfortable sitting in the seat. And that really was my turning point when somebody said to me, "Why are you so fat?" At that point, I realized that I had to take pretty drastic measures. And, like I had said before, I had tried every diet. I had, done everything that I thought I could do. But the fact of the matter was that I was running out of time. I had 2 young kids. I was told that I would maybe have 5 years before I would be, having a heart attack or a stroke or diabetes and things that were irreversible. So I met this girl who she had gastric bypass, and I decided to get gastric bypass. And like I said, that was 8 years ago. And I have since lost the weight, kept it off, feel amazing, adopted a whole new lifestyle. And I am a healthy person. At 42 years old, I'm a healthy woman. I know what it is to, eat properly and exercise properly. And I'm so glad that I got to that point. Now, if you want to hear more about the story, you can definitely scroll down to my older videos and you can see that. I'll also put a link in the description box below. But the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because when I saw this article, I was just really in shock that this is the message that our children are getting. And it's not a good message. Now, okay, before people come after me and say, "Oh, but you know what? It's not just skinny that's healthy." No, it's not. You can be skinny and unhealthy. That is a fact, okay? But to look like the women on the cover of this Cosmopolitan magazine look, I can 100% tell you that is not healthy. They are not healthy, okay? We're not saying they're not beautiful because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay? Beauty is subjective. But your health is not subjective. It's very black and white. When you have that much weight on your body, that much fat around your midsection, you are susceptible to certain health issues, okay? You are putting weight on your bones, okay, that should not be there. There is fat around your organs that is not good for your organs and for the function of your body. So I want to preface it by saying I'm not saying that these women are not nice women, that they're not beautiful women, because they are very beautiful women, but they're not, I can guarantee you they're not healthy. And that's not the message that we want to send to people, that is the case, okay? If we were doing that, okay, if that's the message now, that men can be women and women can be men and, you can change your accent and suddenly be Spanish, like Hilaria Baldwin, okay? You could be a soccer player and be inducted into into a football Hall of Fame or whatever it was. We've gotten to this point where it is, acceptable to just pretend whatever we want to pretend as if it is so. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy in general, okay? We're not just talking about from a physicality standpoint. Okay. But the left, and I say the left because this type of messaging is coming from the left. They want to keep pushing this narrative on us, that, all those things that I just listed before are so, and they're not. We need to start being, honest with ourselves and honest with each other. And the fact of the matter is what those women look like, they are obese by standards. And clinical obesity is the number 1 cause of heart disease, which is the number 1 killer in America. It is not COVID that is killing everybody. It is obesity or heart disease as a result of obesity that is killing everybody. But you don't see them taking down McDonald's. You don't see them putting that on the cover of a magazine. Okay, you see them telling you the exact opposite, which is even funnier with the whole COVID thing, because they have said many, many times that people who are obese are more susceptible to not recovering as quickly or at all from COVID. So don't you think that's kind of weird that they would put on the cover of a very well-known big magazine that, you know, having an obese body is healthy? That's crazy to me. How many of you guys remember when Adele started to lose the weight that she, you know, because she was a big girl, and Odell, beautiful woman, beautiful voice, but she decided she needed to get healthy. I don't know how she lost the weight, but she lost the weight, and all of a sudden the plus size community started bashing her, saying that she was, you know, a traitor to them, and that she, you know, how dare she go and like become this skinny person, rather than like applauding her for doing something positive and getting herself in shape and, you know, putting her health in order. You know, that's what's crazy to me. So, you know, while wellness, you know, doesn't have to be a one size fits all. Like I said, if you are thin and skinny and perfect, or a fashion model, that also is not the picture of health either. But, you know, let's be responsible with what we're putting out there. But we all know the media doesn't take responsibility for what they put out there. Okay. But I just, you know, it's funny that you don't see like all these like, you know, fitness gurus that are out there, and, you know, brands that cater to weight loss and all this other stuff coming out and speaking out against this and saying, whoa, wait a minute. Like, hello, this is not healthy. Okay. This is not a good place to be. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that because it wouldn't go well with, you know, their group, you know, that likes to, you know, be, what is the word? They like to be sensitive to everybody's wants and needs and who they want to be and what they want to think. Okay. So I just wanted to talk about it because I just think it's disgusting that we are celebrating people being obese and unhealthy. You know, there's a lot of other things that you could put on the cover of a fashion magazine or a lifestyle magazine that isn't an outright blatant lie and destructive to our children and our youth and women in general. Okay. It's just destructive. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments box below. Hit me up. Let me know. Do you think this was a little bit overboard? Do you agree with this? Even if you are somebody who is plus size, man or woman, you know, do you truly believe that if you are, you know, pushing over 200 pounds, I don't even want to say over 200 pounds. I mean, if you're overweight according to your body standards, do you think that you're healthy? Okay. I know some people that because you're young and you're big, you might, you know, clinically not be showing signs of heart disease and high blood pressure and all this other stuff, but eventually it's going to catch up with you, you know? But I'm interested in hearing your stories. Let me know in the comments box below. Definitely do not forget to like this video. Do not forget to share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You guys, I will see you next time with another video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.